Good evening. It's January 20th, 2022. If you're here live, it's another day and another time. If you're not here live, I'm glad you're here, or whether you're live or not. I'm just glad you are alive. Breaking Baits, the working title of the show when I just want to go live and talk. I've been thinking about what I want to do for 2022 for a long time, and this is it. This is it. This is the thing I've hinted about, I've talked about. This is just me and you. Anybody who wants to pop in talking about stuff that we want to talk about. I'm excited about a lot of these things. I collect a lot of things. I collect a lot of Disney things. I collect a lot of sports things. I collect a lot of other things. And I got something in the mail today that I just want to share. I just want to show you guys. I just want to, hopefully excite some people. As somebody who's collected baseball cards, William the Unknown, shout out, what's going on? This is so cool. I'm perfect. I appreciate that comment every time you give it to me. Thank you, buddy. Supergirl also in the house. Everybody else who's live, thank you so much. All right, let's get right to it. I've collected things since I was the first year I ever played T-ball. I can remember the first pack of baseball cards I ever bought. I waited all week for it. I was going with a friend to go to the baseball park where all the kids were playing. I was too young to play yet. And I don't know why I didn't play the first year of T-ball. I only played the second year of T-ball. It was the first year of T-ball for me. So I'm talking like 5 years old, maybe. I don't know. In San Marcos, California. And we're going, and they all got tickets. I didn't get a ticket, but I brought my $1.50 or $2, whatever. And I stood in line where the kids were getting their, they're getting their soda and their hot dog or their candy or whatever. And I was waiting all week to buy my first pack of baseball cards. I was looking forward to it. I walk up to the counter. I see the box. This is 1977. Yes, I'm old. I walk up to the little, I'm in line. I wait. I get to my point to the front. I have my money ready. I'm like, I'd like a pack of baseball cards. And they say to me, son, we're all out. And I said, well, what's that? They said, well, those are sticker cards. They were cloth stickers. 1977 Topps was the main card set. But 1977 Topps cloth stickers was a little mini set that they had. Excuse me. And it was the first set of cards, first pack I ever opened up. And it wasn't even the pack I wanted. And from that moment on, I was hooked. That was probably when I was 5 or 6 years old. I'm now 52 years old. And today I got a package in the mail, a purchase I made from eBay. It's pretty old. The oldest cards I've ever bought were from 1909. There's a set called the T206 set. They're tobacco cards. They came in packs of cigarettes before my time, 1909. The T206 cards, I bought my first card ever. It still smelled, hey, surfer girl, it still smelled of tobacco when I bought it. And I bought it, I was in high school, 85, 86, 87, 88. So it was about 75 years old at the time. And I pulled it out. I was at a baseball card convention, and the guy had plastic. Do I have them? Plastic, I don't think I have any to show you. Plastic sleeves of card after card after card. And they were the 1909 T206s. And it was the first time I'd ever seen them in person. And page after page after page, I was looking through all of them. And they were art to me. They were beautiful. And I got to the very last page. And boy, were these cards beat up. And there was a Vernon Willett. It was $1. I couldn't get that dollar out of my pocket faster. And so for a long time, that was the oldest card I ever owned. 1909 T206 Vernon Willett. Now, to be fair, that whole card set was 1909 through 1911. But I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to tell everybody it's from 1909, right? Because that's older. And that was my oldest card. I've since bought two other cards that were either that old or older. Same set, T206 John Bates, my last name in Bates. And the same guy, John Bates, T205. So I owned 3 cards from the 1910 era. I also have collected a lot of cards. In 1952, Topps created the first major set. Now, Bowman came out with a major, and when I say major, I mean national set, not just a regional set. They were first out in 1951. Leaf started in the 40s, I want to say 48. Gowdy was in the 1933, 1934. So we had card sets that were already out there. But 1952 Topps was the first main set from the first real main baseball card producer, Topps. They just got sold a couple of weeks ago, which is a whole other conversation. 1951, they had two smaller sets, a red backs and a blue back set, 52 cards each. I do own. Hey, BDF, what's going on, Keith? I own the red box set. It's right over there. It's one of my favorite sets ever. 1952 was the main set for baseball. Now, if you've got a 1952 Mantle, you've got a lot of money. If you've got a 1952 Jackie Robinson, all the great players, 1952 is basically their rookie card because there was no cards that preceded them for a lot of those players. All right. Well, there's a Bauman set 51, but anyway, that was the first main set. Also in 1952, Topps created a set called Look and See. It wasn't a sports set. There's only one athlete in the whole set. And we're going to talk about that here in a moment. I'm going to tell you about that set. And then if you stick with me for another 5 or 10 minutes or so, I'm going to show you the cards that I got today in the mail, 1952 Look and See. So let me share a little bit about the Look and See set. So the 1952 Topps Look and See trading card sets is one of the most popular trading card sets of all time. The set focuses on more than 150 years worth of famous figures that helped shape America. The set remains heavily collected today by both set builders and fans of individual figures. Now, to be fair, I'm reading straight from cardboardconnection.com. Cardboardconnection.com is a great website resource for sports and non-sports cards. There's a total of 135 cards that make up the 1952 Topps Look and See checklist. Similar to the more recent Topps American Heritage sets, subjects are divided into several subsets. The first 9 cards are U.S. presidents. Cards 10 through 31 were famous Americans. Cards 32 through 42 were military leaders. 43 through 46 are famous women. The subset themes continue throughout the set, but they're scattered. They had explorers, they had men of the West, they had inventors, they had world figures. This is pretty cool stuff. Now, the 52 Topps Look and See Babe Ruth is by far the most popular car in the set, and it's by far the most expensive card in the set, too. He is the only baseball player on the checklist. In fact, he's the only professional athlete. Although not confirmed, it's widely suspected that one card, the card number 82, Rembrandt, the artist, was a short print. That means they didn't make as many of those as the others. As a result, it's a little more expensive to buy. The 52 Topps Look and See design, very similar to Topps baseball set. Featured personalities have a painted portrait set inside a white border. I'm going to show it to you shortly. I have always thought the 52 Topps baseball set looked like art, and so do these, and I can't wait to show you. Card backs are primarily orange with white text, which I'll show you in a minute. The bottom of the card has a trivia question. Every 52 Topps Look and See pack came with a decoder, which made from a red strip of cellophane. By placing the strip over the top of the card, the trivia answer was revealed. With its striking artwork, comprehensive checklist, and storied history, the 1952 Topps Look and See remains a classic in the hobby. And again, that was reading straight from cardboardconnection.com. Today, well, so I've explained what I collect. I collect 1951 Redback. I have the whole set, so I guess I used to collect that. I own it now. I collect vintage Dodger cards, which I've talked about on the show before. I'll show you one night, maybe, if we want to talk about that. And I have 1933 Gowdy Indian chewing gum, which I'll probably show you tonight because I put them here just to show off if anybody wants to see them. But today, I received 5 in the mail. I bought them on eBay. My first 5 ever from the 1952 Topps set, 1952 Look and See. The first card, and again, there was about 130 cards. I think it was 132 cards, so I'm nowhere close to the whole set. The first card I'm going to show you tonight, William Shakespeare. English playwright, the bane of many high school freshmen and sophomores' existence, because we had to read Romeo and Juliet. Check out how beautiful this card is. I think it's absolute art. I love it. Big old forehead. I'm not saying he's good looking. The back, also interesting. It is difficult to believe, if I can read it for you. Oh, man, it's dark now. Oh, man, it's too dark in here. I need my lights. Well, it doesn't show up very well. Probably easier to have you guys read it like this. Yeah, it is. It is difficult to believe that William Shakespeare, the greatest writer who ever lived, went to school for only a few years. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to bore you with all the details. But I think they're a beautiful card from 1952, making this card a 70-year-old piece of art. William Shakespeare. The next card I got, our president at the end of World War II, the great Harry S. Truman. You can see there it says President of the U.S. from 45 to 53. Of course, he took over for FDR when FDR passed away. known most famously for saying yes to dropping the 2 bombs on Japan. Harry Truman, the buck stops here. The second card of the 5 cards that I added to my brand new collection of Look and See. Card number 3, same era. Just mentioned her husband, Eleanor Roosevelt, UN delegate. Eleanor Roosevelt, of course, famously married to Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who was our president for 4 terms, passing away in his 4th term. Eleanor Roosevelt, 1952. Look and See. This is a 70-year-old card. And it's number 3. You just saw that if you looked on the back, number 3 of the 5 famous women in the set. The 4th of the 5 cards I picked up today, the iconic Andrew Jackson. President from 29 to 37. That's 1829 to 1837. Obviously, that's 2 terms. One of the more famous heroes of early America. Andrew Jackson, the 4th of the 5 cards I got. And last but not least, I only picked up 5 cards today. President during World War I, League of Nations, the most popular of our historic presidents, but Woodrow Wilson. He also had 2 terms, as you can see, 1913 to 1921. I think these are absolute art. I think they're beautiful. I love them. I think they're amazing. So to review, hey, Movie Meeting Nick, hey, Demaco, what's going on? I'm glad to see you guys here. William Shakespeare, for those of you just getting here, 1952 tops, the most iconic baseball card set of them all. They also put out the set Look and See, and it was famous people in history. I picked up 5 today. They're 70 freaking years old. William Shakespeare, Harry Truman, come on, that is art, right? Eleanor Roosevelt, Andrew Jackson, and Woodrow Wilson. Now, I collect baseball cards, all right? I've got some football cards. I've got some basketball cards. I've got some iconic basketball cards. Some of my favorites, I've got a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but at the time, Lou Alcindor rookie card is probably the best. Not probably, it's by far the best basketball card I have. I have a few select football cards. Mostly I collect baseball, but I also collect some non-sport. And this is my new set that I'm collecting. Will I collect the whole set? I don't know. But a few years ago, I got into the 1933 Gowdy set. One of the most iconic sports cards. Here, I'll pull it up. I'll show it to you. 1933 Gowdy Ruth. All right. So this is one of the most iconic cards in the entire hobby. Let's see. Images. There we go. And I will share it with you. Come on. There we go. Now, we actually had 2 cards in this set. Oh, yeah. They're worth something. They're worth something. All right. So this picture of Babe Ruth, if I can hit all the buttons, right? There we go. One of the most iconic cards anywhere. I guess I should hit you. So you can see this one sells for about $10,000. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that a little better now. No? What am I doing wrong? This one's on sale for $125,000. 1933 Gowdy. Again, Babe Ruth was in there, I think, twice. Babe Ruth, number 53. It's yellow. You're looking at the card right there. I hope you're looking at the card. Am I showing it right? No, I'm not showing it right. What am I doing wrong? I'm sorry, guys. Let me hit the right button so you guys can see the dang card. There you go. Are you seeing that now? So that's the Babe Ruth Gowdy card, 1933. It's $125,000. A lot less than that would be the Indian Gum set. So let me just stay on eBay. Let's pull it up. 1933 Gowdy. Indian gum. Now, what the heck is that? Well, that is one of my favorite sets. Hidden gun. Gum. All right. So this set is iconic also. It's from 1933, obviously. And I'll just click this first one. And here's the set. And I think it's amazing. It is totally not politically correct. It is hard to find in nice condition. Yeah, yowza, right? I think they're beautiful. So this one, what am I showing you here? These 4 cards were Defense of the Stockades, Tracking Game, Vengeance, and Torturing Their Victims. This was Indian. It was 312 cards, you can see there. Very bold colors, you can see there. They're beautiful. Some very cowboys and Indian kind of stuff, and some famous people from the Old West make up this set. The set is amazing. It's iconic. It's beautiful. I don't own the whole set, but I do own a bunch of the cards, and I'm going to show some of them to you right now. And this set is the reason why I'm diving into the 52 look and see. Buffalo Bill. You ever heard of him? He's part of the set. Again, these are from 33. So what does that make them? 67. These are 89. Is that right? These are 89 years old. You can see the big crease there. When I collect the kind of old iconic things, whether they're my vintage Dodger cards, which I collect that are on the wall, or they're like this, the older they are, the less I care about their condition. Of course, I like them in nice condition, but this card in nice condition is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I don't remember what I bought it for, honestly, but in that condition, I obviously got a better deal. Daniel Boone, Colonel Boone. Look at this art, guys. Did I say Boone? I'm sorry. I was thinking Daniel Boone. Colonel Bowie, think Bowie knife. Look at that art. I think it's 1933. I'm going to show you a couple more. Some of these you could not put out today. Sam Houston. I live here in Texas, one of the fathers of Texas. Oh, just opened up. Shoot. Well, I'll show it to you without the cover, or without the plastic cover, because it just popped out. Sam Houston. And I guess I'd show you the back too, right? They look very much like the baseball cards from the same year. Indian gum. Again, these are 33 Gouty cards, and that's Sam Houston. And it popped right out. So I will have to put that back together. One of my favorite songs when I was a kid is Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier, born on a mountaintop in Tennessee. Killed a barn, he's only 3. Anyway, Davy Crockett card, obviously very creased. This is from 1933. I think it's beautiful. I love it. Killed him barn, he's only 3. Killed him barn, he's only there. So in 1933, one of the cards they put in there was Kit Carson. When I was a boy, and I can tell you this was the first card I bought from the set. This is the card that set me on the path to putting this set together. When I was a kiddo, I lived in Escondido, California for a while. I've been in San Marcos, California for a longer time, but we went to Escondido all the time for a couple of reasons. One of the best parks in the area. I played softball there. I played baseball there. I just played in the park there. It was called Kit Carson Park. You can look it up on the maps in Escondido, California. Also, in the San Pasqual Valley, there's a thing called San Diego Safari Park. It was called Wild Animal Park at the time. And on the way, there was a state park. And it was a battlefield, San Pasqual Battlefield. The great Kit Carson was involved in that battle. And it's pretty cool. Let's see if I can read the back for you. Kit Carson, or Christopher Carson, called Kit Carson. Oh, it's kind of beat up here. Here we go. Was one of the outstanding, brave, strong-hearted, unflinching pioneers of our early West Indian guides. Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I think the art is beautiful. Again, this is the first card that hey, Ken, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, new thing. We'll see. Are you don't know you go live tomorrow night, right? I actually looked. I made sure that you weren't going live now because you're one of the people that I don't want to step on. Anyway, guys, that's Ken. I'm pretty sure tomorrow night he goes live. Pretty sure it's at 8 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. I hope that's right. Ken put it in the chat if I said that wrong, but go check him out, guys. Anyway, this is Kit Carson from 1933 Gouty. Ken says, I collect beard products. I've learned that about you. Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern time. All right, if you jump off a cliff, what do you yell? You yell Geronimo. Why? because this guy said so. He's actually Geronimo. How cool is that? Again, as pieces of art, I think these are amazing. They're from, if you just get near, they're from 1933. They're 89 years old. Next year, these will be 90 years old, for those of you who can't add 89 and 1. I think they're beautiful. Ever heard of Sitting Bull? Amazing. For those of you who are Disney fans like me, Pocahontas. Love it. Captain John Smith staying with Pocahontas. I mean, look at the art of that. There we go. I said Daniel Boone earlier, right? Thanks, Ken. Daniel Boone. Now, this sucker's beat up. In nice condition, this is hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I don't remember what I paid for it, but there's Daniel Boone. One of the iconic cards in the set. It's pretty beat up. I love it. Captain Fremont. You know, California history, I believe. You'll know a little bit about Captain Fremont. Here's an iconic. Now, these are all stories. You can read the back. This is Mrs. Cheryl. Look. Let's see what it says. This hardy woman of pioneer stock is what? Is but an example of the, boy, it's really hard to read. The stout hearts that existed on the early American frontiers. During an Indian attack, her husband lay dying on the floor. The Indians established a hole in the door, or smashed a hole in the door, excuse me. One Indian crept through the hole only to be smashed over the head by Mrs. Merrill with her trusty axe. Oh my gosh. He was followed by 3 others, all to receive the same fate. Mess around with Mrs. Merrill or these cards from 1933. Yeah, you just collect. I'll be talking some baseball stuff too, not tonight. This show, which I'm currently calling Breaking Bates. My last name is Bates. I don't know how often it's going to be, but it might be 5 days a week, guys. I really have. I was putting together. I worked today, but I was also putting together. I haven't really decided on all of my goals for 2022, but I need a signature show. My Wednesday night show, I'm going to enjoy. I love it. It's brand new. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's going to be great. My Sunday night show is by far my best live stream show. I've been doing Disney morning shows, but I don't see myself continuing a lot of that content, frankly. This, I think, is going to be the one that I come on, and I'm going to talk sports with you. I'm going to talk just the news of the day, and just fun stuff that I'm really into, and I hope you'll be into it too. Not everyone's going to love everything I'm talking about, but I'll be fair in the titles. I'll always tell you what we're going to talk about, and yeah, tonight it's this. Pipe of Peace. Check out the art, people. I love it. This next card is called, are you ready? Torturing Their Victims. From 1933 Gaudy Indian gum set. The next card, the Pony Express. I lived in Banning, California for a while. I ran that Boys and Girls Club for a little bit. And the Pony Express, it stopped in Banning, California. It was actually called the Stagecoach City. That was their, slogan or whatever you call it. They put marketing all around it because Banning, California was at one time a stop on the Pony Express. I love that card. If you're new here, I know, right? None of this would fly nowadays, right? If you're new here, my name is Jeff Bates. Dole Whip is this channel. This is a brand new show. You're here for the first episode ever of what I'm currently calling Breaking Bates. Why am I calling it Breaking Bates? Because A, Bates is my last name. B, I've got a cool logo for it. And it just encompasses whatever I want to talk about. I originally thought about making this a podcast and calling it the Joe Rogan Experience, but without Joe Rogan and without the experience. And that was what was going to be my tagline. I thought it was funny, and I'm just kind of doing it now. It's, we'll see how it goes. Saving General Putnam. Check this out. He's being burned at the stake, and apparently they come to save him. There's a whole story about it on the back. Again, this is from 1933 Indian gum. Red Tomahawk, the name of it. So there was famous Indians. Some I've already shown you, some that I never heard of until this set. Here's one. This guy's name was Red Tomahawk. Look at the art of these, I think, is amazing. This one is really, really beat up, but I think it gives it, I don't know, a little something, called the Thinker. Look how beat up that card is. But if it's beat up, but it still has its color, I usually am pretty cool with it. If it loses its color, I'm less. And I just think it's beautiful. This one's called Attack. Now you can see they cut the bottom off of this one, but I picked it up. I think it's cool. Check this out. It's a stagecoach, and they're being attacked. And what is up with that horse face? Love it, right? And the last card I'm going to show you is called California Joe. I own some more, but that's all that fits up on my wall. I don't own the whole set. I don't even own half the set. I probably own 60 to 80. And I think there's 200 and something. I don't even remember now. 300 something in the set. And I think I own most of the key cards, but I only want to say that, and I don't want to lie. If you weren't here early on, I'm going to show you what I started off with. How long have you been collecting these? So I started collecting the beginning of the show. I talked about the first time I ever collected anything was in 1977 when I was 7 years old. This specific set, the Indian gum cards, probably about 10 years. I lived in Texas. I moved to Texas about 10 years ago, and I definitely started collecting these once I moved to Texas. And I started collecting them. It's really an eBay thing, right? It's the way you collect nowadays, right? But the real reason for tonight's show is I started a new collection tonight. From 1952 Topps, again, if you've been here the whole time, I'm going to show the same 5 cards. Look and see. So the 52 Topps baseball card set is an iconic set. I own just a few. Let me see if there's any on the wall. I've got my vintage Dodgers up on the wall. I don't think there's any 52 Topps up there. I see a 53 I don't think there's any 52 up there. But the 52 Topps set is an iconic set. And it's 70 years old this year. And I've been looking at the set for a long time. It's called the 52 Look and See. It's historic characters. And I love history. I love American history. I love world history. What do they call it? I guess I'm a history buff. So I decided to start collecting this set. So I picked up 5 today. They came from eBay. William Shakespeare. That's not working so good. Woodrow Wilson. Right? I love the art. I love the art of it. I think they're beautiful. I love the painting style of cards. That's the great Andrew Jackson. Eleanor Roosevelt. And last, certainly not least, 70-year-old card of Harry S. Truman. So there you go. Some iconic cards from the old days. I do collect other stuff. I collect vintage Dodger cards. I collect things from 1977. Why? Because that was the first year I started collecting cards. This show, I'm not going to tell you it's going to be every night. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be once a year. It's going to go when I feel like going. And that might turn into 5 nights a week. For years and years now, 3 or 4 years, I've been planning on, during baseball season, going live, watching the ball game, talking some sports, and just having a good time with you guys, my friends. This is the start of that. I am going live tomorrow night, and we're going to talk about the Hall of Fame. The Baseball Hall of Fame, next Tuesday, they're announcing whoever is new getting into the Hall of Fame. The vote will be publicized on Tuesday, and it'll become official. I have a very strong opinion. There's an amazing group of all-time greats on the list. Roger Clemens, Alex Rodriguez, Barry Bonds, Curt Schilling, and so many more. And there's all kinds of arguments on who should be in and who should not be in. Steroid conversation, chief among the conversation. So I have invited on a guest. He hasn't told me yes or no yet, but he's a good friend of mine. Movie Maniac Nick knows him. It's Bill from Magic the Mouse Radio. He's a baseball nut just like I am. He's an old guy just like I am. I think we bring an older perspective to it, and I'm interested to see what's going on. You'll have to talk NFL MVP in the beginning of February. I will. This is going to be where I talk. It's going to be a little guy talk. Let's be real. I mean, I hope the ladies like it too, but it's going to be things I'm passionate about. And does it fit into the niches? No. This is for you, Ken, but anybody else who's interested. If you've been watching my shows for the last few weeks closely, you might pick up on I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Should I niche down or should I not niche down? Bill is awesome. And I've decided to do both, to be very, very real. I didn't really want to say it last night, but I've made my decision, and it's the way I'm moving forward. This is my main channel. It's called Dole Whip Dad, and it's me. When I started this channel, it was Disney, family, food, and sports. Not necessarily in those orders. And those are the 4 things that I was going to talk about, because those are probably the 4 things I love the most in my life, right? Disney, family, food, and sports. And those are the things I planned on talking about. Fast forward 2 or 3 years, and I feel like it's become a lot of Disney, which I still love and I'll still talk about. I'm still passionate about, right? But it's not the only thing I want to talk about. I have other channels. I have the Animated Investor, where I talk about investing, which I haven't posted much at all on. And I've got my sports channel, Baseball Talk. I'm going to niche down on those two channels. I also have my vlogging channel. It's Paula and Jeff. I'm going to niche down on those channels. I'm going to take it more seriously over there. As serious as I'm going to take anything. Not that much, but I'm going to follow the niche it down kind of thinking on my investing channel and on my sports channel. And my goal is to post a video over there a week on both of those, at least. Here, I'm going to be more of a hodgepodge, miscellaneous everything. So here's what's going to happen. Like tonight's show, I'll either take this show and cut it up and turn it into a Baseball Talk show. It's not really baseball cards, but collectibles. That'll be over on the Baseball channel, right? Or maybe I'll put it over here because it's not really sports. Whatever. I'll cut this up if I choose to, and I'll make it a video. Or I'll just do another video where I talk to the camera and I say the same thing again. Regardless, I'll make it a video, right? But the live streams, the everything will be right here on Dole Whip Dad. If you're here for me and you like my content, and hey, fantastic, and you like my take on things, Dole Whip Dad's the place it's going to be. Also, it's going to be where I do my live streams. Yes, that's because I'm monetized over here, and I just want to. But where I niche down in investing, you want to talk about dividend stocks, we'll be doing it over there on Animated Investor. I haven't put any videos out there in 2022. I've got a few ready in my head, but I haven't done them yet. And then if I want to do the sports only thing, that'll be over on Baseball Talk. Hey, just talking about you, Bill. Speaking of Bill, Magic the Mouse Radio, hasn't said yes or no tomorrow yet, for tomorrow yet. I hope, well, maybe he has. I don't know. I haven't been checking my text since I've been on here. But this, thank you, Ken. My plan is to put everything I want here and to niche down over on those other places. I've got a vlogging only channel. I've got the sports channel. I've got the investing channel. I've been blessed by being monetized over here. It's not like I'm making $1 million, but I'd rather go live here. And if you just want specific stuff, I even have a Disney only channel, which I haven't been posting on, but I will moving forward. So if you just want one of those segments, I've got a place for you. But if you just want stuff that I'm creating, it's here. I hope that makes sense. I don't care if that makes sense. It's the decision I've made. Bill and I were talking the other day. I've been talking to my wife. I've been talking to my mommy, talking to Ken, even if he didn't know it, talking to people that I respect, who I think know a little bit about this. And am I going with the most popular opinion? No, I'm not. I'm going with what my gut tells me to do. And deep down, I just want to have fun with this. So if you missed it, we talked about 1952 look and see cards, right? We talked about 1933 Gouty Indian gum cards. And this show, thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. I do think there's a good chance that this is going to be my 5-night-a-week show. And I do think it's going to happen at 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. I'm pretty confident that time doesn't step on anybody's toes. Come on, I can't care about all of YouTube. But of the people that I remember, that I think, that I know go live on a regular basis, I'm pretty sure if I jump in at 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Eastern time, I'm pretty sure I'm not stepping on anybody's toes that is a good friend, right? I can't, of course, there's other people. I can't control everything. But that's what I'm going to plan on doing. Will I go 7 days a week? Of course not. Will I go 5 days a week? I probably will. I might. If I'm out to dinner, I'm out to dinner. You know, things are going to happen, but I'm going to get consistent with this. I am. And then my other shows are still going to happen. My Wednesday night show, which I've just started, I'm really, really excited about, is going to be where I interview people that I think are inspiring, people that will help me help others to be inspired, to inspire and enable people. It's called my Live a Life Worth Sharing show. Ken's going to be on it here in February. I'm very excited about that. It's not only an interview show. It's going to be me trying to share some positivity. My Sunday night show is a creator talk show. We're going to talk about the tips and tricks. I'm very excited about that. Will those two shows merge? Yes, they will. But this show, likely Monday through Friday, I think for now I'll be calling it Breaking Bates. It's just going to be this. Exactly, Ken. Exactly. It is what it is. But this will be the place that I go live during a ball game. So 7 o'clock my time is the time that the local team will go live. I may do it later when the Dodgers are on the West Coast playing a live game, but I'm not going to be doing any of those. It's certainly not going to be play-by-play. It's going to be me talking sports and talking the news of the day. Listen, I'm going to scare people away. Bill, you're going to cringe. Hey, Gonzo. Hey, Jackie. Jackie and Gonzo coming at the same time. Two of my favorite people in the world right there. I'm not going to have a political show, but when crazy things happen in the world, we'll talk about it, right? Yesterday, we had a big day in America, and if I was doing a daily show, I probably would have talked about it. Not going to be a political punditry kind of show, but, you know, if Biden falls down, I might giggle about it. Let me get caught up in chat. I hope that explains things. I'm excited. I'm just excited to do things that I'm passionate about. Still doing Disney, but not doing just Disney. Way behind in chat. Let me get caught up. And then any questions, comments, concerns, now would be the time. Bill popped in. What's going on, my man? Yeah, your ears were burning. Ken, I appreciate that. Support me either way. It's impossible to cut you exactly. Jackie says, hi, Jeff. Why not just have one channel called Debates? I can do that. I got enough channels. Without the L, that was a typo. I mean, yeah, I figured. I don't. Debates L. I don't know what that would be. Debates L. I got nothing. My son texted me that maybe it will snow. Yes, right? So Bill's son is not in Austin. Where is he? That doesn't matter. I shouldn't say anyway. He's down in that general area also. So cold this morning. I went out last night, 11 o'clock, just, to when it's freezing. This is the San Diego boy has learned this. I'm from San Diego, if you didn't know. The San Diego boy in the last 10 years has learned the 3 Ps: pets, pipes, and plants. When it's freezing, you got to bring them in or they break your house, and that's not the pets. So I went out and undid the stuff. Oh my gosh, it was freezing. Today, I don't think it ever got into over 35. With wind chill, it was in the teens. Woo! And I live in Fort Worth. But yes, down to our south, we actually had a chance for wintry mix, but nothing here. Totally sunny here. Let's see. Nico the Greco, I'm concerned about the MLB lockout. I am too. So, and that's another thing. Are we going to be talking baseball on the show? Yes, if and when they have baseball, right? But it's not just sports. It's going to be everything. And that's, again, that is not the way to go to grow a channel. It's the way I want to go to be happy. When I started my YouTube journey, it wasn't about getting monetized, wasn't about getting all the return on investment I can out of this channel, which I've been saying a lot lately. It was about having fun. And I love the Disney community. I love the sports community. I love collecting. I'm just going to talk about what I collect. And some of the greatest, not that I'm going to be one of these people, but some of the greatest broadcasters, whether it be radio or on TV, they do name the show after them. Why do they do that? Is it ego? No, I don't think it is. I think it's branding. And I think the brand deep down is me. It is. So if you're sick of me, that's cool. But Nico, I'm concerned about it too. Bill and I and a couple of my buddies were planning on going out to spring training, but we canceled. I just don't think there's going to be a spring training. I think that baseball will happen this year. Too much money not to happen. But I do not believe we'll have spring training, at least not on time. I also believe that we will have baseball, but not on time. And that's the kind of thing. I'm going to talk a lot of baseball on here. I'm going to talk a lot of football on here, and I'll probably talk some UFC. I shared on last night's stream, on my Wednesday night show, that I did some analytics searching, a little deep dive. Well, not that deep dive, a little dive into my analytics. And I didn't do much of any sports programming at all in 2021. Yet, I don't know, like 10 or 15 of my top 50 most viewed, highest revenue, best watch time shows were sports. Like 3 are UFC. A bunch were football. I didn't even do any. So that was going back to 2019 and 2020. So I'll tell you, there weren't much Disney. A couple of my interviews did well, but my Creator Talk stuff, my COPA, Child Online Privacy Protection Act stuff, when I was doing videos on those did real well, and those created the Creator Talk show. And I really enjoy that. So what I'm passionate about, we're going to call Breaking Bates, because I love Breaking Bad. We're going to call it 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And we'll see. Maybe by next week I'll be sick of this, but I don't think so. I think this is going to be the regular place that you're going to see the most of me. Of course, the Wednesday show will still happen. The Sunday night show will still happen. I've got a Saturday morning show with my daughter that she swears we're going to start up again. So you're going to see me a bunch. And, of course, I got the videos on those channels too. Hey, Anna, all the way from another continent. Good morning to you, my friend. Good morning, because it's tomorrow there. My mom's in the house. What's going on? And it says 7 degrees Celsius here. So I don't know what Celsius means. I think it has something to do with Fahrenheit. But I think that's really freaking cold. Cold here. Hey, Google, what's the temperature? Let's try it again. Hey, Google, tell me the weather.
Right now in Fort Worth, it's 28 degrees and partly cloudy.
28 Fahrenheit. Okay, Google, shut up.
Partly cloudy.
All right, Google. 28 degrees Fahrenheit, which is under 32, which means I'm frozen. So there's that. Oh, that's nice of you, Anna. Collecting, I collect books. Yeah, what do you know? Have you guys, did you hit the poll? What do you collect? I collect baseball cards. I collect bobbleheads. I collect lots of Disney knickknacks. I collect way more than I should. Baseball cards is the number one thing, but it is what it is. Not a full one anyway. I don't know what that means. Jeff, you may want to relook at your channel tags if you're changing things up. Yes, that's a good point. I used to collect baseball caps of different places. When I was a young warthog, no, when I was a kiddo, I would go to the baseball. Google, you're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? Thanks, Google. My dad would take me to baseball games, San Diego, California, Padre games. And one of the things I collected early on were pennants. You know what a pennant is? Like a flag for a team. And so whenever I went to a ball game, I would buy the Padres opposing teams pennant. And I went, and it was exciting. And I put them on my wall, and I ended up having all of the National League. That was one of the first things I collected. That and baseball cards. Do I have those pennants anymore? No, I do not. I have a few pennants. I have one in this room now, but it is what it is. But they're fun. I still like pennants. I bought a 1977 World Series pennant off of, it's got like a little stain, but it's pretty cool. I collect 1977 things, mostly 77 Dodger things and baseball things. 1977, I was 7 years old. Yes, I'm 52 for those of you who want to do math. In 1977 was the first time I ever collected anything. Baseball cards being the first thing. And my Dodgers went to the World Series that year, losing to the stupid, cheating, ugly New York Yankees in Reggie Jackson's hip and 3 home runs in one game. I just bought some baseball cards a few weeks ago. Nice. What'd you get? I did see that Shohei Ohtani will be on the cover on the box and on the packs of cards in 2022 Topps baseball cards. 13 degrees here. She's up near St. Louis. That's great. And she shows up in green, which reminds me I should thank everybody who's in green. This show, by the way, is sponsored by my other YouTube channel. It's called Batesball Talk. You can, here, I'll drop. Hey, Dixon, what's going on? I don't know what rent means, but okay, hello. Jackie collects purses. I believe you. I believe you. I can see that. That's all right. The channel is called Batesball Talk. I dropped the link, but I don't feel like it. You guys can check it out if you want. Nobody paid me for that. It's me, and it's sponsored by me. So if you want to go check out that channel, I'll be putting sports on there. I do have 2 videos in my phone that I need to edit up that I may or may not do tonight. I probably will. It's my review of last week's picks for the NFL playoffs. And it was, oh yeah, it's the picks for this week. I'm like, what the heck the other one was? The divisional round. So it is what it is. That's a lot of fun for me, and I hope you guys have fun with that. I think that's it. Questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the chat. Normally I would say put question in big caps and or put, at Dole Whip in there so I can see it. But we only got 11 people in here. I'll see it if you put it in there, 12, whatever it is. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns on anything. And yeah, and then we'll call it a night. I'm going to show off my 52 looks and see cards again real fast for anybody who just got here. Harry Truman, this is from 1952's Topps Look and See set. I think it's beautiful. Dixon is a bot. Yeah, you know what? I should just get rid of that. I'm sure you're right. Oh, hitting the wrong buttons. Block user. Bye. Eleanor Roosevelt. Again, these are from 52 Topps Look and See. They just came in the mail today, and I'm excited about it. Well, that's a waste of money collecting Dodger stuff. I mean, I would collect Phillies all-time greats, but they only have one. By the way, Bill, meet Ken. Ken, meet Bill. You're both the most annoying humans on the planet during the playoffs, Green Bay Packers fans. Actually, Bill is a Green Bay Packer owner. So Ken, Bill, have you already met already? I really like you both together, but until the playoffs are over, until you guys are done. Thank you, Gonzo. Andrew Jackson, 1952 tops. Look and see. These are 70 freaking years old. Fulton, happy birthday. Fulton, what day is not your birthday on the calendar? What day? Happy birthday, buddy. I love it when it's your birthday. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I love that. Happy birthday, buddy. Glad you're here. Woodrow Wilson. Not my favorite historic president. League of Nations. Was it as bad as the United Nations? You tell me. I don't know. But Woodrow Wilson, I think it's beautiful. Oh yeah, I know, Bill. I play my Go Pack. I guess I should have assumed. I was going to meet you at a game. I'm a Packers owner too. Nico, that's right. I think you told me that. I remember that. Oh, 3 annoying Packers fans. I was telling Ken, I was really excited about the prospect of my Cowboys Chargers fan, right? My Cowboys going up to Green Bay and avenging the Des Bryant lie. Cowboys just weren't as good as their record. Bills for sure, but versus the Rams, Bills looked good last week. Oh my goodness, Josh Allen's a beast. Where'd he go? People saying hi to the Turkey Laser. There he is. Dean's in the house. Dean rocks. If you don't know Dean, go check out. Dean's got a great podcast. He's my buddy. This is a 70-year-old card of William freaking Shakespeare. Freshman year high school, Romeo and Juliet. By the way, it's dumb. I know he's the greatest writer of all time. I get it. It's dumb. 2 teenagers committing suicide because it sounds very much like today. Why do we have the bots? Bots, you stink. I don't enjoy wasting my time. Did I already show this? So let's do this again. Harry Potter? No, not Harry Potter. Harry Truman. I don't know where I started. So we'll start with Harry Truman. I don't remember where I started. Eleanor Roosevelt. 70-year-old. Top stuff. Andrew Jackson. The new hashtag would have been Lamb dropped it. Yeah, if they threw it to him. The new hashtag is throw it to freaking Lamb. Mary had a little lamb, but we don't know how to call a good offensive play. Throw it to CD and William Shakespeare. It didn't go very well, did it? Anyway, all right. And then I showed off a couple of these cards. 1933 Gowdy. I think it's enough of this. I think it's enough. Anna says, I've only been to 1 baseball game in Atlanta in 1996. Anna, you seem so nice. Why would you go to a Braves game? I'm mad at them right now. The Braves, not sure what the other team was. Probably the Dodgers. They were the good guys. Like when you go to a Braves game, the other team's the good guys. And I hope for you that it was my Dodgers. Not sure what the other team was. We're going to go with the Dodgers. I was mesmerized by the foot-long hot dog and eating it. I can't think of anything funny to say. I swear. Going to Green Bay for a game is like being in Twilight Zone. I would like to go to a game in Lombardi Field. Lombardi Field should be Lambeau Field, but not in the winter. Anna's up so late. No, she's up early, right? Anna's got to be. Hey, Google, what time is it in? Where are you? Ireland?
7:49 p.m.
No. Are you Ireland? Hey, Google, what time is it in Ireland? Did I not say hey? Hey, Google, what time is it in Ireland?
The time in the Republic of Ireland is 1:50 a.m. on Friday.
Ooh, yeah, 2 in the morning. Well, Jeff, it could be worse going to a. Oh man, you're. So my buddy Gonzo is I think that's supposed to be Marlins and a Dolphins fan. Ugh, yuck. Yeah, there you go, Marlins. Spelling's overrated, right? Truman and Potter, same glasses. Truman Show, Harry Potter. All right, I think we're done. I've been to Lambeau several times. Beautiful place. I would like to go there. I would. Bill, he's stable today. What are we talking about? Everything okay? I think I've done enough damage here. My time is done. Thank you so much. Listen, a lot of these people in here are my good friends. A lot of these people are really, really good creators. You should be checking them out. Ken goes live tomorrow night. Bill might be coming on my show tomorrow night. I send you a text. Read it. Gonzo goes live every dang day. But I know he goes live on Friday nights. Might be going live tonight. I'm not really sure. My buddy Pete is live right now. I think it's hockey. I don't think it's hockey. I know it's hockey. Yeah, I think that's enough. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Have fun storming the castle. This has been the first ever episode of Breaking Baits, not the podcast, the live stream. 5 days a week, 1 day a week, one time of all time. Who knows? Tomorrow night, I'm going live, 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you, buddy. Hall of Fame ballot. My Hall of Fame ballot. I will tell you, you can vote for up to 10. And I did it right here before the game. And I went with, so I had 8 originally, but I cut it down to 7. You want to see the list? It's right there. That's enough of that. So you got to come here tomorrow night and watch the show for my Hall of Fame ballot. No, I don't really have a ballot, but if I did, and Bill's been invited, if he wants to come on, he can. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Have fun storming the castle. Thank you so much. Have a great Thursday night. Have a great Friday. Check out Gonzo's show. Check out Ken's show. And check out everybody else who's in here. A bunch of good creators in here. I mean it when I say this. I love you guys. Now, I will say this too. You're good enough for whatever you need to do tomorrow. You're good enough. Go do it. Have fun. Do whatever you're doing with confidence. And take care of yourself and somebody else. All right, that's it. Appreciate you. Have the best night ever. Bye for now. Seriously, thanks for spending some time with me tonight. See ya.